Sup, Pauline? So, I just watched a video on Superficiality, and it inspired me to make a video response, which first time I've ever done something like this. So, time to give it a go. It kind of, I think about this a lot too. And there's a lot of superficiality out there, and it does make me uncomfortable how judgmental people really are, including ourselves, including you and me. And I mean, in high school, like, I'd never really cared much for what people said, and you could tell, everything I did in high school. But I've had to do that in college too, just not to the same extent, not in the same way. A lot if you've never seen me at Rutgers, but a lot of people get on my case because I look like a slob most of the time. Like, I go to class in my pajamas. My hair, if it's longer, it looks disheveled, looks frizzy like a little mini fro on. And people are like, hey, did you even take a shower? Why you look like such a slob? And I'm never really straight out with this answer, but I do that because I'm uncomfortable that people judge me so positively, and it kind of goes along with, like, your work, like, yeah, you gotta look good to sell something, and basically that's how I got my job at Kohl's. I got it basically because of my looks. When I talk to them on the phone, they're like, oh, work night times, but as soon as I came in, they're like, oh, you're working POS, we want people to see what you look like, and it worked for them, I mean, it worked out for me, like, it's a win-win situation, but, it was very superficial, that, yeah, I got this job solely because of my looks, and I felt uncomfortable with that, and that's why a lot of times I dress like a slob, I'll dress like freaking hoodie, whatever, because I really don't want people judge me on that, and, but you gotta come to terms with it. It kind of goes along with my modesty, the modesty video I made, just accept it, like, I've accepted, my situation, I guess you could say, and, like, I take advantage of it whenever I want to, but it's not like you don't straight up use it every time, It's just, I've come to terms with how I look, and I just learned to use it to my advantage, and, it is, people will judge you positively, but it can't be helped. Like, I don't know what else you could do. Like, I can't think of any other solutions, Like, I dress up like a slob, but if I'm trying to get a girl, I'll dress up, fancy as hell. And it's sad, but, what can you say? I used to feel upset that, this is stupid. I used to feel upset on how I looked because I thought there were plenty of people who deserved to be better looking, and I would feel, like, upset. But, then I just came to terms with, like, nothing's gonna change, so just accept who you are, don't beat around the bush, if you're given something, just take it, and I don't know, even unless it makes you uncomfortable, like what you're saying about the hair, which I was really happy when you did, kept your hair natural, but I guess you weren't uncomfortable with it, so just don't do it, like, hell, honestly, like, I could go to a party at Rutgers, and just have a one-night stand or something, but I don't do that because I'm not comfortable with it, and, it's just a limit. Just do what makes you comfortable, and yeah, like, you just have to know when to draw a line, and if you don't, then you just end up becoming fake like everybody else, and everybody uses different means, but, you're uncomfortable with it, so I take it, you haven't come to terms with how you look, or I don't know, you're talking about your hair for the longest time, so I take it you haven't come to terms with it, but, as long as you're comfortable with it, that's really all that matters, regardless of what people say, because in high school I didn't care what people say, college I don't really care that people say I look like a slob, like, alright, I look like a slob, but at the end of the day, I know how I look. You know, I can change, and then boom, shocker. You know, so I don't know, like, it's sad how the world runs, but it can't be helped. You know, and the only solution I can really think of that you and I could do is just coming to terms with it, not abusing it, and not becoming superficial like everybody else. Don't let materialism control you. I really don't. I try to use as little money as possible, you know. I freaking look like a slob, so I don't have many good clothes, you know. But it is a problem, and I don't know, I just felt like making a video response to you. Yeah, that's about it. I'll be gone for a while, so yeah, I won't see you for a while. I don't know, maybe Saturday. I don't. We'll see. My work will be kind of weird, but yeah, I enjoyed your video. Peace.